Hi everybody. I was inspired to do a project by watching Sarah. She has a YouTube channel called My Serenity Craft Room, and I will put a link to her channel below. So she does a lot of different things. She does clay. She has started sewing, and she does mixed media. She just does a lot of really cool things. She's very, very talented. So if you don't know who she is and you've not watched any of her videos, please go and check her out. She has inspired me to do a lot of different things. And this is one of those things. I'm looking for a glue stick. Okay, I can't find them, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna stick some glue into a paint palette here. I'm gonna add some water. Thin it down. I'm going to use a brush. Okay, so anyways, I was talking about Sarah. I'll link her channel below. She just does some really cool things. So I'm going to kind of use the video that I watched. She altered a cheap $1.50 notebook, and I've just like the way that she does things, and I know that I can't do it exactly like she does it because she has her style and I have my style, but I'm going to take her ideas and I'm going to make my own out of it. I wish I had a glue stick, but this will have to work. So this is some of the music paper that Kendra had sent me, and I'm going to use it. As hard as this is for me to do, I'm going to rip this up. Okay, so here goes. Wanted to keep the title intact. And I'm just going to rip this into strips. Okay. Put it down. I could use Mod Podge if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I think I want it so that the word, yeah. I don't necessarily need glue on the top. In fact, I don't really want glue on the top. But I do want the back stuck down really well. So now I just need to decide what I want on the top and what I want on the bottom. And for this project, I really could have just stuck the whole sheet down whole if I wanted to, but I don't really mind. I kind of wanted some jaggedy lines randomly in spots, so this works fine. There's more writing on that other side, more words. I don't know why we get so picky about our first layers, because usually when you're doing this kind of stuff, your first layer is not even seen. But that's just all part of mixed media, you know. You always want your first layer to look the best that it can, and then you just build on top of that. And what you end up with is what you end up with. You just do it your way. And then this is my last one. But I did want those stuck down well, because I'm going to put paint on the top of this, and sometimes if you don't have your stuff stuck down real well. These are just some doodles that I did as I was sitting here thinking about if I wanted to go lay down and take a nap and watch TV, or if I wanted to continue to craft today. Okay, so I might go ahead, and since I've got these, go ahead and put them on, right? Might as well. Squeeze enough glue out of this. Yeah, so go check her out. She makes some of the coolest things out of polymer clay. She does a little bit of everything. Take that off there, because I really want a bigger piece over here. It's upside down, but it don't matter. It makes no difference. I'll even tear that. Put this one here. And this one here. Okay. I am going to shut the camera off for a second because I forgot to clean my water, and my water is disgusting, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's wipe that glue out of there, because I'll probably put some paint in here. My trash can is so far away from me today. I do have a couple more pieces. I'm going to be lazy and just take some regular glue. And my paintbrush. And wet it. That's the lazy way. Stick it down. There is some glue left on this. That would be good there. Maybe I'll mix a little. I'll put the copyright. On her. So you can, like, you don't have to do what I'm doing with this. You could use this for any background. And here. Oh, maybe. Oh, come on, stick. Stick. No, stay. I ripped there, but see, then I can turn this over and give it a good press. Flip. And there we go. How lovely is that? Now I'm going to take some white paint and I'm going to add a little bit. Actually, I shouldn't have added the water. It's okay. I got this glazing medium. There's no plastic over it. This is golden acrylic glazing liquid. Now I did get this at Michael's, but it was on sale for 40% off. All of their, oh, you know why? Because the lid is now, or the protective coat is now at the top of the bottle. Right there. They have 40% off of their artist stuff. So I just want to make it, what is going on here? A little bit more flowy, the paint. A little bit easier to work with. I did mix that water in there, so. What glazing medium does for acrylic paint is it extends the working time of your acrylic paint so it doesn't dry so quickly. So I'm just going to mix that in there. Okay, and I don't want it to cover a lot of it, but I do just want to knock this back. See how it just makes it kind of blend and not be so boom in your face with that antique tea stained look to it. This makes the paint, the gel, or the glazing medium just kind of makes your paint glide and feel silkier and more workable. And this is a gloss medium, so it will add a little bit more shine into your paint. just makes it look less like it was glued on to a piece of paper. Almost makes it look like it was its purpose, like it's meant to be there like this, like it's into the paper. Good to go both directions just because you've got all of these ridges in the paper. So then that way you're getting it all coated. My cat wants to have a conversation. What do you want to talk about, Lucy? Yeah. I hear ya. Yeah. What else? What else you want to talk about? Huh, Lucy? What you doing? What you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. I know. So quiet, huh? Yeah. I know. Really? Yeah. Meow. Are you a pretty girl? Are you a pretty girl? Yeah, you're so pretty. Are you purring? Are you purring? Yeah. She sounds mad, but she's really not. That's just the way she sounds. Her meow has become more of a yell. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this with the gun. And if you're worried about your project with that glazing medium looking all glossy, don't, because I don't see any gloss in my paper at all. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do to this is you can do a couple of things. It's still a little white for me, or it's not white enough. It is, actually, now that I think about it, because I'm going to add paint. So I'm going to put some paint in my paint thing here. Ooh, that was a glump. That was a glump of paint. So I'm just trying to figure out what colors I want. Now Sarah uses her paint colors that she tends to use are very pastel-y, and that's really typical of her. She seems to always use the same color palette. And mine anymore, this is more typical for me. I hope I didn't just get paint all over my white shirt. So you just have to go with what you like. She's very pastel-y, but all of her projects always come out looking so nice, but it's her style. And you just can't you know, you can be inspired by somebody else's work, but don't just do, you know, you can't copy their work. Well, you could, but it's best to come up with your own style. Use the colors that you like. I'm going to put some of this glazing medium in one of these, just so that my paint doesn't dry so fast. Okay, I'm going to take some of the white, some of the glazing medium, and some of the white. I'm just going to start down here and start adding some color. So I'm going to take some paint and some glazing medium and just start kind of adding some paint. I don't want to clean off my brush each time, so I'm just going to stick with the paint, the pink. I have to keep in mind, because I'm going to punch these, and my punch isn't very big. The glazing medium, and I'm kind of lightening up the color of the pink a little bit with the white paint. Okay, so these kind of got big. Glazing medium and some green. I don't want to mix it in to the pink, but I want to get it close to the pink. I'm not really putting thought into this. Just laying it down. Trying to get the paint, most of the paint off of there. Okay, let's go into the yellow. So some yellow paint. Just putting it on the edge of, I'm gonna grab some glazing medium. Let's do some yellow. Purple. So I'm going to take some purple out of here, mix it in, grab some glazing medium, need more purple. have blue. I'm just going to try to get the blue into these spaces where there isn't any paint. Whoops. Oh yeah, that is my, I'm like, whoops, I'm not even on the paper. But I am. Okay, so I'm going to dry this again. Okay, that's pretty dry. And then I think I want to knock it back again with some white. So white paint. Probably don't need to add any more of that. I am going to get this other brush. I'm going to grab the rest of this glazing medium and try not to grab that color. Okay. Even if it's kind of washy like that, I don't care. That's fine with me. Okay, I like that better. Because I want to go in here with some of my little foam flowers. This. I'm going to take the same paints, same paint colors that I used. I'm just going to put them down on here, but I'm going to make a thin, like a stamp pad. I'm going to thin that out like that. And I'm going to put my foam pad in it, see, and it's covering it with paint. And then I'm going to go back in here and stamp with paint. On here. You could do this with inks too if you wanted to, but since I've got the paint out, I don't see, there's my glob. I might as well use up the paint. Those foam shapes, I just let them dry. I don't try to wash them off. It's foam. The paint just absorbs into them. So that's what we've got so far. Got this one. Let's do it in pink or yellow, or purple. Pink, yellow, or purple. Okay, yellow. Again, I'm just laying out my paint. Now Sarah used hers to cover a notebook, so she went ahead and then drew onto hers, which I'm using mine to stamp out because I'm going to make some tags with this image or with this paper, so I'm not going to draw anything on it. But I want to get it covered. I wanted to do more of a pastel-y because I seem to always do darker, not like dark as in like dark. You know what I mean. Paint a cloud. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So we're just putting layers. Putting the layers. Now let's do some ink layers. Oh, let's do this color. Now my paint should dry pretty easy. This is a Ranger in magenta. This is a dye ink that I got it Tuesday morning. And this is our Lord's Prayer. I'm just doing this to get a background. Pretty, pretty. Like it. Now typically when I do this, I would do this in black. But I'm going to put another layer once I get my little hearts punched. I want to do a word on the heart, I think. So I didn't want to have the text fighting with the background. So that's why I chose to use another color. That's what we're looking like so far. Okay, we can still do more. Let's see. I think we need something big.
Love you, honey.
Love ya. So this is a stencil, and I know that the letters are big, and you're not going to be able to see the words, but you'll be able to see parts of the words. And I'm not actually even going to ink these. I'm going to spray these, and I don't know how this is going to work. But you won't know until you try it. So let's try it. I'm just going to spray this and lift it up. like the splotchiness. I'm gonna dab it off. Now down here, see, I didn't cover it, and that's okay. I'm not going to spray anymore. I'm just going to leave that the way that that is. That looks pretty cool. But see, I've got this negative, right? Because I have spray sitting on top. So what I'm going to do is turn that over, press that down, and I should get some negative ink. I'm going to do that on here because eventually I'll use this drop paper for something. What's nice about these stencils is that you can really clean them off easy with just putting them in your sink and running water over them. You know, if you've used them paint or modeling paste or gesso on them, they come clean with just a little bit of scrubbing. I don't know why I chose to put white on today. So that did a little. I'm gonna mop that up. Okay, so I think I've traumatized my paper enough. So I've got my thick. Now I don't know how well this should go through any punch fine, but I definitely want my words. My words are going that way. My heart is going that way. So I want it to all go in the right direction. So I'm going to put this in here. And I like to turn it over because I want to use the maximum amount. I want to get the maximum amount of punches out of this. So this is the only way that really you can do that, is by turning it over and watching what you're doing. Because then you can get them like that close together. I wish that when they make punches, they would put the punch window on the top so that you could actually gauge this from the top and not have to gauge it from the bottom. Okay, stamp companies or punch companies, if you're watching this video, could you start making the stamps user-friendly so that we don't have to waste our paper? And we don't have to use your stamps upside down. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to cut off this without wasting paper, as much paper. I'm going to save this because I might be able to use that for something. And then I'm going to do this again. So my paper's going, my hearts are going that way. I want my words to go the same direction. I'm going to watch where I'm putting it and stamp. And the problem with that is I have to dump the heart out each time I do it so that I can see the next one. I'm telling you, I should be on one of these companies so that I can help them design things correctly. Who do they have on their teams that help them make this kind of stuff? Are they actually crafters? Because if they are, they really need to start thinking. So see how cool these hearts are? Oh, yes. They're perfect. cut. So my heart is going that way. My words are going that way. Fisker, I don't know what Fisker was thinking. I kind of made this punch backwards. Fisker, I'll help you. So the thing is all of these hearts are a little bit different, but they're all from the same paper. I could have copied this so that I wouldn't have had to make it, but it's not always the same when you do that, you know. So is my paper and my words going the same? Okay. It's hard when you've got paper over the edge like this. I have to bend it so I can see. Because I really want to utilize all of what I can. Ooh, I almost caught that one. That one. My chair was higher. I probably could see this better. Okay. Make sure it's all going the right direction. You know what? This is ridiculous. I'm just going to cut this off. Why struggle? And there's an easy fix. Okay, so everything's going the right direction. See my edge. Whoops, see that one's a little bit off, but that's okay. You guys, it's so fun to make your own paper and to punch your stuff out on your own paper. It just is so satisfying. It's fun to do it on paper that you buy that's already done, but it's just so much funner if you can create your own paper and do this. Seriously, try it. I really want that bigger Fisker's punch like this one. Nope, I can't do that one. But this piece will be a good border because it looks like I got them all spaced pretty darn evenly on here. So see what a good border this will make. Let me get a piece of paper. Look at what a pretty border that will make on something. Okay. Put it in again. It's going the right way. Punch. punch, 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 punch. So yeah, if you don't put them so close together and don't fight for that last heart, you can get some really nice borders out of these. This is another really nice border piece, and then I should be able to get one more series out of this. I think just barely. Oh, this was close. I don't think it'll matter. Just because it cut it off unevenly. Okay. So here are all my little hearts. See why it didn't matter about how even things were and about how my paint was, how it looked as a whole sheet. It didn't matter because I cut them up into little pieces. So these are all the little hearts that I got. I know my background's kind of wild today, but see how they're all different. So see, there's one of the letters from the spray. You can see a little bit of the flowers on some of them. Flower. This one got the end chopped off a little bit. A little bit of a letter. But see how pretty they are? You can see the little bit of the writing back behind the music paper. You can see it back there. They're all just a little bit different. But you can definitely tell that this is homemade paper. And that was just a matter of layering it. So now if I make tags, because remember I have 1,000 shipping tags. Look how pretty this one is. See how much different that one looks. I should bring you guys in a little. How pretty that one is. See how they all just look a little bit different, but yet you can still tell that they're all from the same paper. And it's so fun to make. Okay, so, and you can still see the music paper back behind it. And there's two there. So then when I go to make, I have a tiny word here. You could, you know, do different hearts. If you wanted to spell different things on a tag, you could still, like if you put 3 hearts on a tag, you could put different words in each tag. Let me get a tag. So here's some of the tags. Okay, so they're pretty good size. So you could like do 3 hearts down the center, like that. I have some tiny word stickers right here. So here's a little phrase that's already kind of written out. I could cut it apart and put one here, worth it all that straight, but you guys get the picture. So you could do that. These are all praise type words. Trying to put a phrase together here really quick. La la la, I can spell, I can make a sentence with my words, maybe, yes I can. Here. Draw near, okay, so let's make another one. One. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Two. Three. So we could do draw near. The Lord. Okay, so you could do them like that. Or you could not put words. Stagger some hearts. Put little stamps. You know, sew them down on there, put some papers back behind. So there's so much you could do, but look how cute they are. Aren't they awesome? I think that I am going to make some like this. Different words. You could also stamp some words, but definitely I'm going to do something to the background of the tag. I don't know. I kind of enjoy the tag. I'm enjoying the manila tag. I think it gives it that industrial look. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna make this video short because I've been making some long ones. And I'm sure you guys like to see the short ones once and again. So I'm gonna let y'all go and say, I hope y'all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, God bless. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and bye-bye.